From broken wings to breaking free is a gentle gathering of wisdom from ancestors in the north, in the south, in the east, or in the west. Their heart goes out to you. Their words are for you. And you are held up with love and understanding. The divine, pure, unconditional love that transcends time and space. Breathe love into you. Remember, you are worthy, you are guided, and you are free. Love, always.
What if I told you that the single most powerful force in the universe is being systematically stripped away from women every single day, and most of us don't even realize it's happening? Today we're diving deep into something that could transform not just your relationships, but your entire existence on this planet. This isn't just another self-help video. This is about reclaiming something sacred that belongs to you. I'm talking about divine love, pure love, the kind of love that flows through you like energy, that connects you to everything alive, that makes you feel like you're home in your own skin. But here's the thing that's going to shock you. We're living in a world that's been designed to disconnect you from this power. And if you're a woman navigating today's cold, tech-dominated landscape, you're facing forces that your grandmother never had to deal with. Think about this for a moment. Love, real love, is like a rose with countless petals. Each petal represents a different expression of this divine force. The fierce protective love a mother feels, the innocent wonder a child shows, the unconditional acceptance your pet gives you, the deep appreciation you feel standing in nature, and at the center of it all, the most revolutionary act of our time, loving yourself fully and completely. But something has gone terribly wrong. We've been conditioned to believe that love is scarce, that we have to earn it, compete for it, or sacrifice ourselves to deserve it. Women especially have been taught that giving love means giving up pieces of themselves until there's nothing left. And in our hyper-connected yet emotionally disconnected world, we're more isolated from true love than ever before. So what happened? How did we get so far away from our natural state of being love incarnate? The answer is going to surprise you, and more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to find your way back. Because when you understand what's been blocking your access to divine love, you can dismantle those barriers and step into a frequency of existence that most people only dream about. Let's start with the first major force working against you. The commodification of love. We live in a culture that has turned love into a product to be consumed. Social media platforms profit from your loneliness by showing you highlight reels that make you feel inadequate. Dating apps reduce human connection to a swipe left or right based on surface appearances. Movies and TV shows sell you fantasies about love that have nothing to do with real, intimate connection. But here's what they don't want you to know. This artificial scarcity of love keeps you consuming. When you believe love is rare and hard to find, you'll buy products, services, and experiences that promise to help you find it. The beauty industry thrives on your insecurities. The self-help industry profits from your sense that something is wrong with you. Even the wellness industry can trap you in cycles of seeking external validation for your worth. The second force is even more insidious. It's the masculine-dominated paradigm that has ruled our world for centuries. This isn't about blaming men. This is about recognizing that we've built entire systems around competition, hierarchy, and the belief that resources, including love, are limited. This paradigm teaches us that vulnerability is weakness, that emotions are inconvenient, and that success means climbing over others to get to the top. For women, this creates an impossible double bind. You're expected to be nurturing and loving, but not too emotional. You should be independent and successful, but not threatening. You need to be available to everyone else's needs while somehow also taking care of yourself. It's exhausting, and it systematically disconnects you from your natural flow of divine love. The third force is technology itself. I'm not anti-technology, but let's be honest about what constant connectivity is doing to our nervous systems. Your phone buzzes with notifications all day, triggering stress responses that keep you in fight or flight mode. Social media algorithms are designed to create addiction by triggering dopamine hits and fear of missing out. We're more connected than ever, yet depression and anxiety rates are skyrocketing, especially among women. When your nervous system is constantly activated, when you're always responding to external stimuli, when your attention is fragmented across dozens of apps and platforms, you lose touch with the quiet inner space where divine love actually lives. You become externally referenced instead of internally grounded. You start looking outside yourself for validation, approval, and love instead of recognizing that you are the source. But here's where it gets even more complex. The fourth force is ancestral and collective trauma. Women have endured centuries of oppression, violence, and systematic devaluation. This trauma lives in our bodies, our cellular memory, our unconscious patterns. It shows up as the voice that tells you you're not good enough, not worthy enough, not safe enough to fully express your love and power. This trauma creates protective mechanisms that once served us, but now limit us. We learn to make ourselves small to avoid threatening others. We develop people-pleasing patterns to ensure our safety. We disconnect from our intuition and our bodies because they hold pain we don't know how to process. We build walls around our hearts to protect ourselves from further hurt. The fifth force is spiritual disconnection. We live in a materialist culture that tells us consciousness comes from the brain, that we're separate individuals competing for limited resources, that death is the end and life has no deeper meaning. This worldview cuts us off from the recognition that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, that we're all connected at the deepest level, that love is not something we have, but something we are. When you don't recognize your spiritual nature, when you don't understand that you are divine consciousness expressing itself in human form, you look for love in all the wrong places. You try to fill a spiritual emptiness with material things, achievements, relationships, or experiences. But nothing external can fill what can only be filled by remembering who you truly are. Now here's what's fascinating. Each of these forces creates a specific type of disconnection from love. The commodification of love makes you believe it's scarce. The masculine paradigm makes you believe you have to earn it. Technology makes you believe you'll find it outside yourself. Ancestral trauma makes you believe you're not safe to fully experience it. And spiritual disconnection makes you believe you're separate from it. But what if I told you that recognizing these forces is actually the first step to transcending them? What if understanding how you've been conditioned to disconnect from love is the key to reconnecting with it? Because here's the truth that changes everything. You don't need to find love. You don't need to earn love. You don't need to attract love or manifest love or become worthy of love. You are love. You are divine love expressing itself in human form. This isn't just spiritual bypassing or positive thinking. This is recognizing a fundamental truth about the nature of reality. At the quantum level, everything is energy. At the spiritual level, everything is consciousness. At the deepest level, everything is love expressing itself in infinite forms. You are not separate from this love. You are not lacking this love. You are this love, temporarily forgetting itself in human form. So how do you remember? How do you reconnect with this divine love that you are? The first step is coming home to your body. Your body is not just a meat vehicle carrying around your consciousness. Your body is consciousness. Your body is where divine love lives and moves and expresses itself. But most of us have been taught to live from the neck up, to prioritize thinking over feeling, to ignore the wisdom our bodies are constantly offering us. Start by developing a relationship with your body that's based on love and respect rather than criticism and control. This means eating foods that make you feel vibrant rather than foods that look good on Instagram, It means moving in ways that bring you joy rather than punishing yourself with exercise you hate. It means listening to your body's signals about what energizes you and what drains you. Your body holds all your emotions, all your memories, all your intuitive wisdom. When you learn to listen to your body with love and curiosity rather than judgment and fear, you begin to access the intelligence of your whole being. You start to feel the difference between what expands your energy and what contracts it. You develop discernment about people, situations, and choices based on how they feel in your body rather than how they look in your mind. The second step is reclaiming your emotional landscape. We've been taught that emotions are inconvenient interruptions to productivity and logic, but emotions are actually the language of your soul. They're how divine love communicates with you about what's aligned and what's not. When you learn to feel your feelings fully without being overwhelmed by them, you access a source of guidance that's more accurate than any external authority. This doesn't mean becoming emotionally reactive or letting your feelings control your choices. It means developing emotional intelligence. It means learning to feel what you're feeling without immediately trying to fix it, change it, or make it go away. It means recognizing that difficult emotions often carry important messages about boundaries, values, or unmet needs. When you can feel your feelings without judgment, you create space for authentic connection with others. You stop trying to manage other people's emotions or taking responsibility for their reactions. You can show up as yourself rather than as who you think others want you to be. This authenticity is magnetic because it gives others permission to be real too. The third step is developing spiritual practices that connect you with something larger than your individual ego. This doesn't have to be religious, though it can be if that resonates with you. It's about regularly connecting with the mystery, the sacred, the ineffable, something that you can feel but can't quite name. This might be meditation, prayer, time in nature, creative expression, or simply moments of stillness where you remember that you're part of something magnificent. These practices help you remember that you're not just a separate individual struggling to survive in a hostile world. Your consciousness itself, temporarily focused through the lens of your particular life experience. When you regularly connect with this larger perspective, your daily challenges become less overwhelming. You stop taking everything so personally because you remember that most of what happens isn't actually about you. You develop trust in the unfolding of life because you sense the intelligence that's orchestrating everything, including your own growth and evolution. The fourth step is learning to love yourself as fiercely as you would love your own child. This isn't narcissism or selfishness. This is recognizing that the love you are is meant to flow through you, not around you. You can't give what you don't have. You can't love others authentically if you're constantly criticizing and rejecting yourself. Self-love means treating yourself with kindness, especially when you make mistakes. It means speaking to yourself with the same compassion you'd offer a dear friend. It means prioritizing your well-being, not because you're more important than others, but because you can't show up for others from an empty cup. This is revolutionary for women who've been conditioned to believe that putting themselves first is selfish. But when you love yourself fully, you become a source of love rather than a drain on love. You stop looking to others to fill what only you can fill. You become attractive not because you're needy, but because you're overflowing. The fifth step is creating boundaries that protect your energy and your love. Boundaries aren't walls that keep people out. Boundaries are guidelines that help you stay connected to yourself so you can genuinely connect with others. When you don't have boundaries, you lose yourself in other people's needs, emotions, and expectations. In our hyper-connected world, this is more important than ever. You need boundaries around your time, your attention, your energy, and your availability. You need to create spaces of silence and solitude where you can hear your own inner voice above the noise of the world. You need to learn to say no to good things so you can say yes to great things. Boundaries also mean protecting yourself from people and situations that drain your life force. This doesn't mean becoming hard or closed off. It means becoming discerning about where you invest your precious energy. Some people are energy givers and some are energy takers. You need both in your life, but you need to be conscious about the balance. The sixth step is recognizing that your sensitivity is not a weakness to be overcome, but a superpower to be cultivated. If you're a woman who feels deeply, who picks up on subtle energies, who gets overwhelmed in crowds or emotionally affected by other people's moods, you're not broken. You're highly sensitive, and in a world that's becoming increasingly artificial and disconnected, your sensitivity is a gift. Highly sensitive people are the canaries in the coal mine of our collective consciousness. You feel what others are unconscious of. You pick up on inauthenticity, manipulation, and emotional undercurrents that others miss. This makes you valuable as a friend, partner, parent, and leader, but it also means you need to take extra care of your energetic hygiene. Learn to distinguish between your emotions and other people's emotions. Practice clearing your energy field regularly through methods like visualization, smudging, salt baths, or time in nature. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your depth rather than trying to make you less sensitive. The seventh step is understanding that divine love expresses itself through creativity. When you create anything, from a meal to a conversation to a work of art to a business, you're channeling divine love into form. Creativity isn't just about being artistic, it's about bringing something new into existence, about participating in the ongoing creation of reality. Every woman has creative life force energy flowing through her, regardless of whether she considers herself creative. This energy wants to express itself, to birth something new into the world. When you suppress this creative impulse, you suppress part of your divine nature. When you honor and express it, you connect with the creative force of the universe itself. Find ways to create regularly, even if it's just for your own enjoyment. Write, dance, sing, cook, garden, decorate, problem solve, or invent. Pay attention to what wants to come through you rather than forcing yourself to create what you think you should create. Trust the process of creative expression even when you can't see where it's leading. The eighth step is cultivating relationships that support your highest expression rather than requiring you to diminish yourself to keep the peace. This is perhaps the most challenging aspect of living from divine love in a world that often rewards conformity and people-pleasing. You need people in your life who celebrate your growth rather than feeling threatened by it. You need friends who can hold space for all of you, not just the easy, convenient parts. You need relationships that energize you rather than drain you, that inspire you to become more yourself, rather than requiring you to become less. This might mean ending or transforming relationships that no longer serve your highest good. This is never easy, but it's necessary for your spiritual evolution. As you raise your frequency and begin operating from divine love, you'll naturally attract people who match this vibration and naturally repel those who don't. Remember that you teach people how to treat you by what you accept. When you accept disrespect, manipulation, or emotional unavailability from others, you're teaching them that this is okay with you. When you have clear boundaries and high standards for how you're treated, you attract people who can meet you at that level. The ninth step is recognizing that service to others is actually service to the one divine love that we all are. When you love and serve others from a place of overflow rather than depletion, you're expressing the fundamental interconnectedness of all life. But this service must come from authenticity, not obligation. The key is learning the difference between genuine inspiration to help and toxic people-pleasing or codependent caretaking. Genuine service energizes you even when it's challenging. It feels aligned with your values and your natural gifts. Codependent caretaking depletes you and often enables others to avoid taking responsibility for their own growth. When you serve from divine love, you're not trying to fix, save, or change anyone. You're simply offering your gifts and letting others choose whether to receive them. You're holding space for others to find their own connection to divine love, rather than trying to be their source of love. The final step is understanding that living from divine love is not a destination, but a moment-by-moment choice. You won't suddenly arrive at a state of perfect love and stay there forever. You'll have good days and challenging days, moments of connection and moments of forgetting, times when love flows easily and times when you have to consciously choose it. This is the human experience. We're here to learn how to be love in a world that often seems unloving. We're here to remember our divine nature while living in dense physical reality. We're here to heal not just our own hearts, but the collective heart of humanity. Every time you choose love over fear, connection over separation, authenticity over performance, you're contributing to the healing of our world. Every time you treat yourself with kindness, you're teaching others that they deserve kindness too. Every time you set a healthy boundary, you're modeling self-respect. Every time you choose to see the divine in another person, even when they can't see it in themselves, you're serving the evolution of consciousness. This is your calling as a woman in these times. Not to be perfect, not to have it all figured out, not to save everyone around you, but to remember and embody the divine love that you are. To be a living example of what it looks like to honor your sensitivity, trust your intuition, express your creativity, maintain your boundaries, and love yourself fully while remaining open-hearted to others. The world needs you to remember who you are, not who you think you should be, not who others want you to be, but who you truly are, beneath all the conditioning and trauma and fear. You are divine love expressing itself in human form. You are a rose with infinite petals, each one a unique expression of the one love that moves through all things. In our cold, tech-dominated world, your warmth is medicine, your intuition is navigation, your sensitivity is intelligence, your creativity is magic. Your love is the force that will transform everything it touches, starting with yourself and rippling out to everyone whose life you touch. The journey back to divine love isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Because when you remember who you are, when you embody the love that you are, you don't just transform your own life. You become part of the solution to the great healing our world desperately needs. And that beautiful soul is why you're here.
If this message spoke to your heart, please tap the like button and share it with someone you love. I'd be honored to hear your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters here, and if you want to journey with us, subscribe to From Broken Wings to Breaking Free to be notified when new videos drop. Together, we rise, one brave step at a time.